Hi there, I promise this is a working solution. It sounds like you've been having a few issues trying to resolve this. So it is a JavaScript solution, and it's using the GSAP library because that's included within Storyline, so it's the easiest way to do it. Now, one of the first things you have to do with your shape is, just so we can target it with the JavaScript, there might be a different way of doing this, but this is the way that I generally target objects using JavaScript, and that's just using the alt text. Now, considering accessibility, ideally this alt text is going to display something meaningful, which I guess it would in your case. If it's an item that the user is interacting with, you would have some decent alt text in here. I'll show you how this is used now. So this is called rotate shape. So I then use that piece of alt text to target that particular shape here. So this is this piece of code here, and it's looking at this property here called data ACC text, which just means data accessibility text. Now it's looking at shapes that, sorry, not shapes, but elements that contain this text. So for example, if this was called rotate shape 45 degrees, it would still target that particular element because this little character here just says I want it to begin with this. But what you could do, you can also remove this if you just go, okay, I know exactly what text is going to be in there. I know that it's going to be exactly this. Then you can just copy that and pop it directly in there. And another method is as well, if you don't want to go into the script, what I could do is, or what you can do, I'll provide you with this one actually. So I'll call it target shape, and I'll actually put the text in there, target shape. Okay, and then in the JavaScript, what I can do is actually get that information from Storyline. So I'll just do that now, and it's called target shape, and I'll call that target shape, that variable name, and we can then use that within this area here. Actually, I should be able to do that. That should work. Okay, so this code here, we're getting the Storyline player here, and then we're just grabbing a few variables from the Storyline player. I'll just remove these console logs. They're not necessary now. That was just for my testing. So we get the Storyline player, get player, and then we get some variables from Storyline that we've defined here. So I've defined the duration, so that's just a duration in seconds, how long it takes for the rotation to occur, the animation. So I've just put half a second. The rotation increments, so we're just rotating at 45 degrees, and the target shape, which we've just defined, corresponds to the alt text value in here. So we get those values from Storyline, and then we create an event listener for the shape, the click event, and then we just handle the rotation. So you can see we're using these variables here. So rotation is used here. So this is incrementing the rotation degree by 45 degrees. Then we've got the duration is here. Target shape we are getting from the document here, and then we apply the event listener click to this target, and then we execute the GSAP function on this target as well. So we've got the click event and then the rotation. Okay, and then that looks like, and of course if we wanted to change any of these values here, we can say, okay, we'll have it rotate 90 degrees and we'll go really slow, 2 seconds. There you go. And then if we had another shape, maybe I'll just make this one smaller. So this is now our target shape. I don't want to rotate this one anymore, so I'll rotate this one. So I'll just update the target shape text in there. So again, that's matching the alt text there. So I'll publish this. There we go. And this one, the targets, the event's gone from that one now. So this script executes when the timeline starts. Yeah, so if you have multiple targets, so if we wanted to do this one too, so rotate shape and square. Ignore this bit if you don't want to put this event on two separate objects. So what I'm going to do is timeline starts on shape. I'm thinking that will localize the script to that shape there. And then we'll do the same for that one. We'd have to use a different target shape. So we can go target shape A and target shape B. And then we'd just need a B, what did I call it? Rotate shape. Have we got that on the right thing? So that's rotate shape, and that is target shape A. So I got those the wrong way around. Yep. So now we should have localized script to both of those. Because these variables are kind of wrapped in a storyline function, they stay local. They'll stay local to this particular shape, I hope. We'll find out now. Okay. Yeah, yep. So they are staying local. So yeah, so the only unique variables you'd need to create if you were doing multiple shapes would be just these target things. And if you didn't want to do that, you could just do it in the script by writing the text directly in there. If you didn't want to get the actual shape name from a variable in storyline, you could just ditch that piece of script there and just write it directly in here. There's no issue with doing that. So there you go. That's how you rotate a shape using the GSAP library in Storyline. If there's anything else that you needed from that, I'm not sure if you were placing a limit on how many times somebody could click through, but you could put a limit on. So once this value here, for example, has reached 360 degrees, you could just go something like if rotation degree is greater than 360, just return, and that just stops the function running. So we'll just check that. Rotation degree 360, and I'll just change these down to 45 and make it a bit quicker. So back to how it was. I'll just open up my console log so we can see when. Oh. So 93.5. There you go. It stopped rotating. You can see that it's reporting the degrees as 405, so it's going, okay, I'm over 360 now, so I'll stop rotating that shape. Alright, so that's how you can put a limit on it. And of course you could define that in a variable as well if you wanted, and use that variable within the script there. There would be ways of writing this and you only have one version of this script, but yeah, that's enough to get you going now anyway. I'll include this file in the response.